E3 first debuted in 1995 in a world where the internet wasn't as prevalent as it is today. Its mission? To unite gaming fans from across the world and bring us major news on anything and everything gaming related. Since its debut, E3 has been essentially a ritual for gamers. It's basically been the home for people who, well, love gaming. Unfortunately, however, while E3 has grown to massive heights, so has the internet, causing great issues for E3. Remember to like and subscribe, as today we ponder the question, is E3 really needed? Back in 1995, the world was very different. The internet was not at all as prominent as it is now. Back then, people needed some way to be able to receive gaming news easily. This came in a couple different forms, one being such as television adverts or gaming magazines. But then, like Jesus Christ himself, E3 debuted. In the next few years, E3 would become a cultural phenomenon. It had hosts such as Nintendo, Xbox, Sony, and even more. Hell, in its first show in 1995, it had over 40,000 attendees. The N64 was shown, Earthbound, the Sega Saturn dropped and got its price revealed. Sony also revealed the release date and price of the PlayStation. The Virtual Boy also dropped, but we're not talking about that. Because while I might not have any dignity left in me, I'm not going as far as to talk about the Virtual Boy yet. E3 1996 was even crazier. Nintendo showcased the power of Mario 64, showing how Mario could run in full circles and in full 3D. Might not seem like much, but this was 1996. There was nothing really like this at the time. They announced the price of the N64 to be $250. They also showed multiple other games, such as Pilot Wings, Doom, GoldenEye, and more. Sony had dropped the price of the PlayStation from $300 to only $200. Sega also had some stuff to show. Sonic Extreme was shown, and guess what never came out? If you guessed Sonic Extreme, ding ding ding, you're correct. Also, to combat Sony, Sega dropped their price of the Saturn down from $300 to $200. Microsoft also just spawned out of nowhere, but not to an extent as the others in my personal opinion. Skipping ahead to 1998, Sega revealed the Dreamcast to the press, but not publicly. And Nintendo revealed gameplay footage of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Pokemon also got a US release set for September 1998. Earthbound 3 also got revealed for the N64, but again, guess what got cancelled? It was revived eventually in 2006, but not in 3D like planned. Duke Nukem Forever and Prey also got shown off, but not until, again, 2006 for Prey and 2011 for Duke. Going ahead a few more years into 2001, Nintendo said fuck it and produced the GameCube. It also had the reveal of Super Smash Bros. Melee, which was pretty cool. Luigi's Mansion was there too, but fuck Luigi, so who cares? Is that fucking Pikmin? But I think you get the point by now. For many years to come, E3 will be a complete powerhouse. However, as the internet became larger in size, things began to change. Companies would begin having their own presentations. On October 21st, 2011, Nintendo released the first ever Nintendo Direct, a presentation about all things Nintendo. Overall, it was alright. It's insanely different to how we have it in 2023, 7 minutes long and very badly edited. It's also purely Reggie talking, which you can never go wrong with. However, Nintendo would continue to do these presentations for years to come, even in the present day, garnering thousands of viewers and basically becoming an annual event for every Nintendo fan across the world whenever one got announced. The presentations became long and became a lot more high quality. Nintendo would continue to appear at E3 despite that though. Eventually other companies would follow suit with the Nintendo Direct format, however. Xbox and Bethesda with the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, Sega with the Sonic Central, and Sony with the State of Play. And while this was all fine and good, this simple switch would make a major change. E3 would be cancelled in 2020 due to the ongoing pandemic. It would then make kind of a strong return in 2021, and then 2022 was cancelled again. On March 30th, 2023, E3 announced they would not be returning this year. Which means, now that we have reached somewhere around the present day, it's time to answer the question. Well, if you want the short answer, no, not anymore. A month before E3 2023's cancellation was announced, it was revealed that Xbox, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo would be dropping out of E3 this year. A few days before E3 was cancelled, it was revealed Sega and Tencent would also be dropping out. leaving the 2023 show with basically no big companies at all. But why? Why would these huge companies drop out of something they've been doing for so long with great success? Well, it's simple really. E3 was to these companies what training wheels were to riding a bike. It was great back in the early days, but now that the internet has grown beyond what anyone could imagine, these companies can do this by themselves. They can take the training wheels off and gain millions of views all by themselves. The Nintendo Directs are proof of this. They're highly anticipated, people make bingo cards, there's thousands of discussions of what people want to see, etc. Companies don't need E3 anymore. They can do just as good, if not better, by themselves. But despite that, it's still gonna hurt to see E3 go. I never got to go to one, but I really did want to one day. The vibe and aesthetic of it all seemed so fun. E3 will most likely end up being replaced by Summer Games Fest, and while that's fine, it will never feel the same in my opinion. I really do hope E3 returns for one last show next year. I would love to see it go out with a bang instead of watching it die quietly. But in case it doesn't, all I want to say is, thank you E3.